Another game, unfortunately, another loss for the New York Knicks, this time to the hands of the Philadelphia 76ers, 125-109. And this was a game that was pretty even for the first three quarters. The game started out with the Knicks trailing just 38-35 after the first quarter, but they really struggled at the free throw line, going 7 for 14 in the first quarter, and that's a theme that would continue throughout the rest of this game. Philly was great offensively, so the missed free throws made it really tough on the Knicks to keep up with the Sixers, and Philadelphia was able to take a 9-point lead going into halftime. Another thing that really hurt the Knicks, turnovers. They had 11 in the first half, and James Harden, he made them pay. He had 10 assists going into halftime alone. However, the Knicks would do what the Knicks do. They have some fight in them, and they bring this game within a 2-point deficit by the end of the third quarter. A 10-point third quarter for Evan Fournier helped do the job, along with a couple of big buckets by Immanuel Quickley to bring the energy back up in the Garden. But once again, the Knicks struggling to play a full 40 minutes, and that really showed in this one. They were outscored 34-20 in the fourth quarter. End up losing this one by a score of 125-109. New York really struggled to contain Joel Embiid all day. He finished with 37 points. He also had 27 free throw attempts. That's a season high. James Harden, another problem for the Knicks. He had a triple-double, 29 points, 10 rebounds, and 16 assists. After the game, Harden was asked about how he's viewed around the league, mostly as a non-passing, ball-dominant guard, and maybe how his role is going to be different with this Philadelphia 76ers team. And this was his response.
I know how skilled and the work that I put in to be one of the best basketball players. Like, nothing was given to me. I wasn't, one of the best basketball players growing up. I had to work every single day to be in the position that I am today. So there's nothing that somebody can tell me about my game.
Couple takeaways from today's game, starting with the Philadelphia 76ers. Adding James Harden to this team has just opened up an entire new world for them offensively. Joel Embiid and James Harden look absolutely terrific in the pick and roll, and I think they're going to be a serious problem, a serious contender in the Eastern Conference going forward. I know Miami's there. I know Milwaukee's going to be back there, and Brooklyn as well, but I think the 76ers have to be considered as a top 3 team in the East as of now. Going to the Knicks side of things, they played pretty well today. On the offensive side of things, RJ Barrett, he continues to stay hot, 24 points. Evan Fournier, 24 points as well. Emmanuel Quickley looked absolutely phenomenal, 21 points for him, but they just can't seem to bring it all together. Defense really struggled to stop Embiid today, as well as Harden. It's just not where it was looking back to last season. So if you're looking at this Knicks team right now, it's hard to say that they're going to make that play, and they seem to be really struggling to find wins. Out of the last 18 games, they've only won 3 of those, so the ship's going to have to turn around very quickly. You only got 20 or so games left in the season, so if you want to make this right, you want to get into that play-in, you're going to essentially have to get close to winning out or win at least 15 of these last games, but it seems like that's going to be a tall task for this New York Knicks team, so you're looking at maybe the lottery to get them some talent for next season. They have a chance to get back against the Philadelphia Sixers Wednesday when they go to Philly to take them on. But until then, with WFUV Sports, I'm Michael Calamari.